Alright. What's up, fam? What's up? Just pulled up to the crib, about to hop in the studio. Then I got some other shit to handle. I mean, it's my weekend, but I always got stuff popping. So I wanted to hop on in light of this week's situation, this week's events. So first and foremost, I just want to say rest in peace, Takeoff, moment of silence, and send love and light to his entire family, including amigos. So, moment of silence first. Alright, y'all. So, y'all already know when big stuff happens, I'm not going to be the first one to jump in. Yeah, I mean, I'm not going to be the first one to try to hop on the subject. I like to just let the energy kind of dissipate and see how I'm really feeling at the end of the day. Like when you first get news, especially news like this, you're thrown off, you're taken aback, you're shocked. So I like for all of that energy to just wear down a bit so I can actually come on and give you my take. I don't have too much to say specifically on Takeoff. Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's a tragedy. Dude was only 28 years old. In my opinion, and in the opinions of a lot of other people, he was definitely the glue that held the Migos together. I think personality-wise, energy-wise, and lyrically, like, he was off the chain. Smooth, the way he used to ride the beat, his ad-lib style, the way he was coming in on the beat, unmatched, you know what I mean? So next time you go back and really listen to, especially those classic Migos records, I definitely want you to take some time out to really pinpoint when Takeoff's hopping on the beat, you know what I mean? Because he was always very smooth with it. So at the end of the day, that's a tragedy. We all can agree on that. But what I want to talk about is the transition that we all must make when we're trying to move from one level to the next level. The way we got to move, the way we got to hold ourselves, and realizing that, yeah, we may not be able to move the exact same way as we used to. I mean, this would align with a lot of situations. So, like I said, take your mind for a minute off of Takeoff in that situation and just kind of put it in your own life. Like there's been many times where you've transitioned, whether it was you started making more money. If you're a street person, your pack moved up. You know what I mean? If you're a rapper, you got signed, you went from independent to be assigned, whatever it is. If you're someone who was writing books your whole life, you've been writing your books and nothing's really taken off, and then all of a sudden your book becomes a bestseller, there's changes and adjustments that must be made. You're going to have to, hopefully, you had a tight circle. That's why it's very important to like make sure the people you keep around you while you're climbing are solid, because these are the people that you're really going to have in your close quarters once you make it to where you're going. And these are the people that you're going to want to stick close to. So as far as like going back to the hood, yeah, you can stop to the hood. I'm a firm believer in never leaving the hood behind, but it's about not necessarily being in the mix. You know what I mean? You ain't got to be mixy with it. Taking that from the Migos, you know what I mean? From Uncle Few. So you don't got to be mixy when you're in the mix. You can go, but you got to know how to move. You got to know that when it's time to go, it's time to go. You got to know which events you feel like is cool for you to go to. I'll give you a good example. In my hood, I'm from Pittsburgh. So we were doing, this was like right before the pandemic hit. There was a slew of alumni games. Shout out to the twins, Elijah Hill, and I mean his bro. They was putting together these alumni games. So basically, the whole point of that was whatever school you went to, they were like throwback games. So if you played for Penn Hills High School, I'm Pittsburgh. If you played for Wilkinsburg High School, that's my school. I mean, whatever school you played for in your day, that's the school that you played for in the alumni game. These was day games, but everyone's out. So everyone from these particular neighborhoods is at the games. Then after that, you had the after parties, everyone hooking up at the bars to kind of like keep the party going. Perfect event. Why? Because the vibes is right. the energy's good. You're literally coming back together and you're reuniting. It's almost like a high school reunion situation, but basketball's involved. So the energy's good. So that means when it's time to dip out and do the night stuff, all right, we just was pumped up from the game. The energy is going to be nice at the night stuff. Now, once the energy starts shifting, because now you're going to be at the bar, right? It was popping, but now you got other energies coming in. Now it's going to be up to you to decipher, like, how's this energy feeling? They start, yeah, I mean, now it's 2:00. Everyone's like, yo, we're going to hit the after hours. It's going to be up to you to make the call, to follow your gut feeling, your intuition on, am I feeling this? Like, I was just in a situation where I went to a nice mansion party. And I mean, then there was talks of shit, kind of, possibly, because we're older. So you got the talks going around. Yeah, I mean, I'm not in my early 20s out here. So the way we think is a little different. So there was already like rumors of shit maybe getting a little messy. So we ended up transitioning. We transitioned to the spot where it definitely looked like shit could get messy at a moment's time. So there was just more so about me